Hey guys, how's it going? Self, Chris here again. Can't believe it's been a week already since we did the last one. It just seems like this is, a never-ending sort of auction. Yeah, pretty busy week as always. But first things first, I've had a lot of messages come into me since Sunday, just checking if Ricky's okay. I've not seen him since, so I can only assume he's still curled up in a ball in a corner, wiping his tears away. 7-0 was a bit of a beating. Just made that a little bit sweeter by that last-minute winner at the Emirates Stadium. So, rest assured, I've spoken to him on the phone, so he is alive. So don't worry about that. But thanks for all your concerns. So koi-wise, yeah, we've got another pretty lively auction this evening. When we put together the mixes all the time, we're always trying to display like diversity, have a bit of something that will tick all the boxes for everyone. And sometimes just quality is overriding. So this week, I went a bit Goshki mad, but I was just feeling the love for him, and I know everyone loves a good Goshki, so I thought, yeah, why not? And there's some pretty tasty pieces in and amongst it this week. So yeah, without further ado, we'll get things going. Just for those of you that are new to proceedings, I will state the increments that the bids need to be made in. When your bids pop up on the screen, that's when they've registered. I will give plenty of notice when I'm ending a lot. And you just need to keep in mind that your bids are subject to VAT, and on top of that, a 10% handling fee. So, just keep that in mind when you're bidding, and then you can follow the T's and C's on the website and the links at the bottom of the page. So looks like we've got a few eyes on us already. So we'll probably get things going. I also had a few messages about me having a shave and a haircut. If I get any time, I will do that. I've literally just got off the A1 after 3 hours. God, I hate that road. It's the bane of my life. Oh, I did actually. So Richard. Yeah, good point. Monday morning, I was sat there waiting with my can of 7-Up with Ricky, and he didn't turn up. So that was wasted. And also just new to proceedings, my dad got me this. So apparently you can't be a proper auctioneer without one of these. So Dad, if you're watching, thanks very much. This makes it official apparently. So yeah, there we go. So let's get first one going. Yes, please. Yeah, it's just super little frame on this fish, super skin, and you can just see where that sumi is going to fall on the face. So when I'm looking at moving forwards, as that body sort of gets a bit bigger, nice head shape to the fish, super sumi quality, nice shiroji. Yeah, just an all-round super individual piece. And I've got a vision again. You got that nice harmony with the balance of the sumi and the shiroji of the fish. Nice motoguru in both fins. Nice luster in the skin. And yeah, to be honest with you, from a kawa, obviously everyone normally jumps to omasako when it comes to shiro tsuru, but make no mistake, Akawa, he's a big shiro tsuri breeder, and quality is high on the agenda. So we're looking for bid increments of £5 here. Peter, how are we doing, buddy? So we're looking for 125 to keep this one going. Again, it's quite an obvious fish to read, and I think that's where therein lies quite a lot of the attraction with this fish. Obviously, we're looking for the head to whiten up a little bit. I think that's just a case of time. It's just where sumi is amassing underneath the skin, and you just got that slightly milky color on the head. But this is just a temporary transition. That's assuming the skin starts to thicken on the head. Dorothy, how are we doing? Nice that we've got the family watching. So let's get the video rolling. Adam, how we doing, Adam? Back with 130. So we're looking for 135 for this one. Yeah, wow. Yeah, that's a bit of a ninja, that one. So a Kawa super lineage for Shiro series. Very clean. Often I find with a Kawa fish, yeah, in terms of throwing up secondary benny or any unwanted pigmentation, yeah, you're not going to find that very often with a Kawa Shiro series, certainly the ones that we select. So yeah, you really see that sort of skin quality coming out in the video there. Let's see if we could get that playing again. You just see what I'm hopefully you can see what I'm referring to when I talk about the head style. You can see that sumi sat underneath the skin. It's coming up right over the eye, and I expect it to be of the standard of the sumi quality that is covering the eye at the moment. This is just forming at the moment. So you can imagine with that sort of body style, that skin, that excellent shiroji, you're going to get a high level contrast moving forward with this fish. And that's again, often it's an old saying that your shiros are only as good as the the black is the color that everyone looks for, but it's the shiroji that makes that contrast. So we're looking at a thick inky black sumi pattern, and then a really nice light snowy shiroji base to that fish. Let's get that video playing again. So we're currently at 140. If it goes for anywhere near this sort of price, then yeah, that's fair play. That's an absolute weapon at that sort of price point. Ian, how we doing, buddy? Seeing a bit of value at that price at 145. So we're looking for 150 to keep this one alive. Growth potential wise, I mean, it's certainly not going to be a slouch. These are young Nisai. These are part of a grow on project that we had. I dare say that if we kept pushing this fish, it would easily be in the region of sort of 40 to 45, which would be quite big Nisai. Shirley, how are we doing, Shirley? Certainly got a good eye for fish, Shirley. Just seeing some value in this at 150. So yeah, I don't think it's going to be a slouch at all. I think it can achieve a decent size moving forward. So yeah, all in all, a Kawa lineage, Shiro of this quality for this sort of price. I say it all the time. Do not think you're rocking up to a farm in Japan and buying this sort of quality for this price point. So this is just where the auctions provide this sort of unique platform to take advantage of the experience and the buying power of the farm, and yeah, really get some quality. Obviously, it's always up for grabs in these types of events, and there's been quite a lot of bargains had over the weeks. So yeah, I think this one is represents real quality. I know a lot of you guys that have been in here on the show scene. I think you can envisage this fish moving forward as well. So yeah, I'm sure you're sharing my vision with this fish moving forward. So we're looking for, it's currently at 165 with Ian Henderson. Shirley back in with 170. Really looking forward to getting to use this. So yeah, let's see if we can get this going. Good number of people tuning in again, so thanks everyone for your support. We had some great feedback last week after the chat with Alan. Don't think I've ever had so many messages sort of saying that they were very appreciative of the evening. I know I certainly enjoyed it, so it was nice to get everyone's feedback. Ian Henderson, we're at 175, so we're looking for 180 to keep this one alive. Shirley, if you're still with us. Shirley back in with 180. We've got a question from my good friend Paul there. How are we doing, Paul? Been too long, mate. We need to have a catch up. Chris, how long before we would have delivery of any of the koi you do on the auctions? So it's very much temperature dependent at the moment. Obviously, temperature dependent of which pond, what temperature the fish are currently sat in, and obviously which temperature your pond is sat at. So what we're doing is we'll liaise with your chosen dealer, and then yeah, we're probably looking, once the temperatures start turning, yeah, the sort of overwintering option is going to come to a close sort of towards the end of this month. So yeah, I don't anticipate holding on to fish for much longer than sort of end of March, unless we have a real cold snap. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question, buddy. So Shirley, I'm out. No problem, Shirley. Thank you for letting us know. So we're currently sat at 185 with Ian Henderson. I'm going to play the video one last time. I still think that is a smashing fish for that sort of price. So we're currently sat at 185 with Ian Henderson. Super skin. I'll be looking to call this one when the video finishes. So if anyone is still interested, please let us know. We're looking for 190 to keep this one alive. So if anyone is still interested, please let us know. So 185 with Ian Henderson. If there's no advances, I'm going to look to call this one. So we're looking for 190. I believe we're all up to date over on YouTube. So yeah, I'm going to look to wrap this one up, guys. So we're currently sat at 185. 185. Any advances on 185? If not, I'm going to look to call this. So we're with Ian Henderson, 185, going once, going twice. Oh, that was a bit sad. Sold for 185. I need to learn how to use one of these. So yeah, Ian, cracking fish. Yeah, really like that fish. A fish that I rate quite a lot, actually. So if you can follow the instructions at the bottom, email chris@koi-wholesale.co.uk with your name, your number, your preferred koi dealer, and the koi reference number. Yeah, tidy little fish that. Yeah, well done, buddy. I should just make a little note there. Right, next up. Oh, if I can find it. Yeah, bang. This fish. I've had quite a lot of contact about this fish. Yeah, it does. Yeah, sorry, Joe. I'll work on that, mate. Quite a few people contact me about this fish. Reason why I selected this fish, I think probably self-explanatory, but obviously potential moving forward. The clarity on that head is just superb. This Cado Ginrin sort of on the outer edges of each fin, on each scale, sorry, just that level of detail. I really like the cleanliness of the head and the body structure of the fish as well. It's just, for me, then you're looking at sort of a sargi and a sargi moving forward, a nice deep head shape as well. So moving forward, yeah, fish holds its fins particularly well. I think there's a lot of balance within the fish, not too dark, a nice light color, nice and clean. But the main question was sort of the belly line. Where's the belly on the fish? So we've said a few times, if you've been following us, Oya Asagi tend to be a bit of a slow burner. So the belly on the belly comes up a little bit later. So very much a slow burner in that sense. But this fish was really selected for the qualities of the reticulation, that Cado Gin, that head style, and just the cleanliness of the fish in general and potential moving forward. I think if it were a more finished fish and the lateral line were pretty complete, then it's not the type of fish that's, it's the type of fish that we would have to sort of push on and grow, to be honest with you, hence the starting price. So if you're looking for a fish with a bit of potential, bit of quality, moving forward, and you're a bit open to taking risks, then this is certainly a fish that could end up being something a little bit special. So starting price point £200. If anyone is involved, let's get this one going. Love to see. Yeah, again, someone mentioning, Steve mentioning the cleanliness of the head there. That's something often lets a Sagi down. See if we could get that video running. See that in that different light there. Probably video does it a tad more justice. Super light skin. Just what I'm looking for when we're selecting a Sagi. Super head shape. Yeah, super fish. So anyone, Tony, seeing some value in that? 200 quid. Let's get that video playing again. There we go. It's a type of fish that perhaps people, it's what I would sort of describe as being a bit less obvious, but these are sometimes the type of fish that really end up being the sort of beat the breeder varieties or examples that we talk about. You see that head style there as well. It's again, moving forward, if you could put it in the right environment, get some size on it, get that bulk around the shoulders. Yeah, it's just a really nice, clean example. And obviously, knowing what this type of example and this quality goes for in Japan, yeah, 200 quid, Tony. It looks like you're out on your own here, buddy. So it looks like you are picking up a real snip there, buddy. So we're currently sat at £200. Stephen Holland, how we doing, Stephen? 220. So we're looking for 230 increments of £10 at a time with this one. So we're looking for 230 if anyone's interested. Getting crafty. Yeah, sort of echoing what I was saying there about the Benny when it forms on that lateral line. So we're currently sat at 220 with Stephen Holland. Let's get that video playing again. Obviously, went just Tony. If you're still interested, buddy, then let us know. We're looking for 230 on this one. Nice light skin. A lot of people, when they ask me what am I looking for with a Sagi, yeah, pretty much a light tone, knowing that they're going to darken with age. That doesn't really differ too much with most Asagi lineages. So yeah, that sort of style is pretty cock on for me. So we're currently sat at 220. Any advances on 220? As there's only a couple of you in the mix, I'll play the video one last time and then we'll look to move forward. But that, my friends, could be a little worldy for that sort of price point. Tony back in 230. That sort of price, I don't think you could sort of not keep going for an extra tenner. So we're looking for 240 to keep this one alive. Again, it's always helpful if you guys are noticing any lags at all. Then please let me know, because I can only keep my eye on one screen at a time. So yeah, currently sat at 230 with Tony. Get that video playing one last time, and then I'll be looking to call this one unless there are any advances. So we're looking for 240 to keep this one alive. Phil, 240. What happened to the conversation we had earlier, mate? Phil, if it's 240, we're looking for. There we go. Main man, Alan. Absolute quality for me. In the top two Asagi breeders, Benny will start to develop. Yeah, pretty much there. It's again echo a lot of what Alan says. Tony, quick, I'm out. No problems, buddy. But yeah, I see this fish with a degree of risk, but at this sort of price point, there is no risk. So yeah, super example. It's just a case of the waiting game. So we're looking for 250 to keep this one alive. We're looking for increments of £10. Let's play the video one last time. Some pretty nice comments there from Alan from a technical perspective. Shirley, how are we doing, Shirley? 250 on this one. So we're looking for 260 to keep this one alive. Again, I think if you could get your mindset over sort of the more instantaneous results, this is very much a slow burner, but sometimes they can be the most rewarding examples. Phil, back in. Phil, you change your mind more times than my missus. It's, but I love it. I love it. The fact that you can't help yourself. 260. So we're looking for 270. Shirley, if you're still involved, please let us know. No worries, Shirley. So Phil, looks like you said, looks like you've bagged yourself. Yeah, in my eyes, a bit of a diamond in the rough there. I think, yeah, you'll be pretty pleased with this one, mate. So yeah, 260 quid. We're looking for 270 to keep this one alive. So yeah, £260. Any advances on 260? Looks like it's yours, Phil. So let's see if I can get this right. Going once, 260. Going twice. That's more like it. Sold. 260. Well done, Phil. Yeah, banging little fish that is. And yeah, I think a few people in the know will echo that as well. Super example. Really nice. Yeah, fish for the future.
Evening, mate.
Oh my God. Is that Jesus? Scared the hell out of me there.
Loving the hammer, by the way.
That's
class act from your old man, that is.
Yeah, no, it's he said, "Oh, I've got a present for you," and I was like, "Wow."
My old man would have a very different use for that than yours.
Your old man, it'll be broken already, mate. That's for sure. But yeah, it's, yeah, he said, "I've got a present for you," and there was me thinking, "Oh, you know, my dad can't even get cash out of a cash machine, so I weren't expecting too much." And yeah, turned up with that. So yeah,
love
thanks
it.
very much.
Nice bargain on that Asagi there, mate, for somebody.
Mate,
Phil, wasn't it?
Yeah. I had a chat with Phil about this fish earlier. He's sort of gone.
Nice.
Yeah, I said it was a bit of a peach, and yeah, I think he's seen the light with that one. But super fish,
yeah,
mate.
them Oyer Asagis are banging, aren't they?
Yeah. No, it's yeah, super example and a bit of a snip as well, I think there, mate. But that's how it goes sometimes.
There we go. It is how it goes, mate, isn't it? I just thought
Yeah.
I'd nip in just to let everyone know to make sure to tune in tomorrow night, because all being well, when I catch up with Steve tomorrow, we've got something pretty cool to announce. So yeah, you won't want to miss it. Very limited availability on what we're going to be chucking out. So yeah, be sure to get in there tomorrow night, folks.
Do you
I should probably tell you what it is and all, Chris, shouldn't I, at some point?
Mate, I'll be the last to know, mate. Don't worry about that. Just tell me what I need to do. And
not putting any more on your plate, pal. Don't worry.
Oh, that's okay then. Yeah. So we've got.
I wasn't a bit worried at all. I can see the amount of football abuse in the comments. Oh dear.
Do you want to address that, mate?
No, not really. I've tried to forget about it. I'm still trying to figure out if it was real or not.
Yeah, I mean, I was gutted that you didn't turn up to the office for the last 2 days. I must admit. As an Arsenal fan, I've had my fair amount of stick off you, mate. So I was looking forward.
It'll be fine when City win league, mate.
Ouch. Clinging on, mate. Clinging on. So
What's
I know
next
I'd rather
anyway?
do it. Next up, mate. That's a good question. We have got Yamabuki NND.
Oh, another NND Yami, nice. You keep pulling these out. I didn't even realise I had these. It's fantastic.
Yeah, no, they're sort of they tick the box in every sort of respect, don't they? In terms of Yamabuki, obviously, I know you've got a bit of a closer affinity with the farm.
I think the interesting thing with these is this lineage started from they bought a spectacular Izumia Yamabuki from it's flying already, that one. I'm not going to do it, by the way, Chris, but
that's good.
Yeah, a spectacular Izumia Yami, and he died I think a few years back now, which was a real shame because the pigment level these achieved was spectacular. And they've actually since, I think they're on the second generation now, which these are from. They've since rebought new parent fish, and they're crossing males from that lineage with a Matsuba from the Dainichi Botan line.
Right,
So what it's producing now, you probably remember this year, the bodies on them were just getting absolutely mental. And obviously the first year spawning, they did get a lot of that sort of Matsubari style patterning coming through, but they've really worked their arse off on it. And yeah, fantastic job, because sort of getting that pigment back now with this sort of Mark II body as well from that Dainichi strain coming through. So yeah, pretty cool Yamabuki lineage.
Yeah, I think it's sometimes the intensity of Yamabukis at a young age. You know, we're always looking for the real light examples, but these seem quite consistent in tone. You know, perhaps you could get a bit more richer of a yellow color at a younger age with the NND line.
Yeah, they do tend to, and I just think in general Yamabuki is a seriously understated variety. I think I've said that a few times here and there, but they're. I think it's just that, considering it's just a Yamabuki, but if we actually look at it, I can count on one hand the amount of people actually producing good Yamabuki. I like them to a level in Japan right now, because they're incredibly challenging. You know, you start raising these things, and it's the same as a lot of the single coloured fish, as you know. It looks easy because a spawning of Yamabuki, like a spawning of Karashigoi, will throw so many offspring off that are, in Yamabuki's case, shiny and yellow. But when you actually double down on them and you start looking at the head, the fins, you know, avoiding the red blemishes, everything else that goes wrong with them, all of a sudden that spawning gets narrowed down to a handful of fish that make it with any kind of size and quality. They're a pretty scary variety in that respect.
It's the dedication for one variety. I mean, like, the Izumia selection must be like seeing double for weeks on end with selection process.
Yeah, well, I remember doing it when I think it was 2018 when I was out there working in summer. The Gosanki I found really easy, really easy. They let me do Harawaki one day, and my God, I was stressed. That's just because I was looking at sort of 3 centimeter long Harawaki that didn't have any. The yellow color was just starting to break the skin, and he's going, look for a pattern. Look for a pattern and good shine. And I'm like, holy shit, I can hardly differentiate between yellow and white. It's mental. And there was so many. That's where this comes from. There was so many of them. You know, it was a full day doing one pond. I'm not going to lie, it was pretty depressing. It's not a fun job.
So,
and yeah, to do it with ease, crazy, really crazy. But I'll let you carry on, mate. Anyway.
Yeah, no dramas, mate. Catch you a bit.
Yeah, see you in a bit. See you guys.
There you go. Ricky is alive. I'll play the video. I think, ironically, the video, the lighting probably didn't do this fish that much justice. Probably a bit more of a representative from the picture. But nice fuka in on the fish, nice head shape, good shine. Yeah, in terms of Yamabuki standards, you hear Ricky's detailed explanation of where they're sort of achieving this body style and the potential sizes, sort of having that Dainichi genetics embedded in the new Yamabuki line. So yeah, nice body line, nice pectoral fins, high shine. Yeah, all round a nice example. So yeah, we're looking at 155 if anyone is interested in keeping this one alive. If not, we'll look to wrap this one up. Steve, 1970, how we doing, Steve? In with 160, so we're looking for 170 if anyone. Sorry, 165, £5 increments on here. Kevin Ring, how we doing, buddy? Entering the fold. 170, so we're looking for 175 next. Again, I'll play the video, but I think the picture is probably far more representative of the quality of this fish. But I see a few of you are asking us to play the video, so there we go. Again, high degree of shine. Nice head structure as well. That super scale alignment as well, something that probably goes unnoticed to the untrained eye, if you will, but just having that scale alignment along the side of the fish, making sure everything is running parallel to each other. Just these little details that turn a good fish into a really nice fish. So yeah, we're currently sat at 170 with Kevin. We're looking for 175 to keep this one alive, guys. If anyone's got 175 for me, please let me know. I'm just looking into the bottom corner to see whether we are there or thereabouts. Lagging wise, yeah, we're all up to date. So yeah, if you've got anything to add to 170, please let me know, and I will get this one wrapped up. Steve, I'm out. No problems, buddy. Again, always appreciate you letting us know. So Kevin, looks like this one's yours, buddy. So we'll do the formalities as always. Currently sat at 170 with Kevin. Going once at 170, going twice. Sold for 170 to Kevin. Fair play, buddy. Absolute worldie of a fish there for that sort of price point. So if you follow the details along the bottom of the screen, email Chris at koi-wholesale.co.uk with your phone number, your preferred koi dealer, and the reference number for the koi. So where are we? Up next. Oh yeah, there we go. Kodagoshki. What can I say? A lot of people last week, we had a couple of lighter style Kodagoshki on, and they were asking me about how that background is going to develop. And I was on a lot of Kodagoshki. You tend to get the extremities, so the nose will start to go quite dark quite soon, and then it just follows throughout the rest of the body. So this one is a bit more of a darker. The finishing article, I still expect that Sumi style to darken even further, and then obviously with that floating style Benny, this is when you get a real high degree of contrast in the pigment, and this is where we get sort of the that wow example. So luster on the Benny, it's extremely good. Nice, interesting pattern. Nice body shape. You know, I don't think this is going to be a monster fish, but then again, there's aren't too many Goshkis out there that are huge sizes. So we're really looking at the quality of this fish. Pectoral fins in nice proportion to the fish. Yeah, just all round nice example. And I think although we need to not focus on pattern too much, I think it's always a nice feature to have that sort of intricacy and a bit of character, which we have. So yeah, what's not to like? So we're looking for a starting price of £200 with this one. If anyone is involved, please let me know. Let's see if we could get the video rolling. There we go. Slightly overexposed the video there. Again, it's always difficult with the changing lights with this one. But yeah, as we zoom in there, you see that sort of Benny quality in the fish and that depth on the head, on the nose, which I anticipate to sort of travel back through that fish. Again, just sort of enhancing that contrast. So yeah, nice example. Floating belly style, yeah, as you say there, crafty. So yeah, we are looking for 200 to get this one off the ground, guys. Get that video playing again. Just been told we've got a slight lag on YouTube, so I'll just slow things down a bit. Just hopefully things can catch up. Again, all about having that vision for these fish moving forward, introducing that, improving that contrast on the skin. Carp Lester, how we doing, buddy? Mark there in at £200, seeing a bit of value at it. I don't blame him at that sort of price. That's an absolute bargain. So we're looking for 210 to keep this one alive, guys. It's got to be worth 210 any day of the week. So anyone with 210 to keep this one alive. Koda Goshki, a few people asking me questions about Koda in general. Again, probably not a breeder that gets the accreditation that he probably deserves within the industry. He's a go-to farm in terms of Goshki and some of the other sort of weird and wonderful varieties. So yeah, it's he's up there in terms of producing quality. Again, I expect you see in that in the video there that darkening in and around the fins. So I expect to see some sumi development in there as well. So surprised at this one, to be honest with you. I thought it was going to be quite popular. So yeah, we're looking for 210 to keep this one alive. Any advances on 200? If not, I think yeah, Carp Lester, you're on your own here, and you're picking up a bit of a bargain. So I think we're there or thereabouts with YouTube, so everyone is on the same page. Tony, how are we doing? Even with 210, seeing a bit of value there. Any advances on 210? Probably back to you then, Carp Lester. If you've got any advances on 210, please let me know. Let's get the video playing one more time. Again, at that sort of price point, well, I say I don't think you're certainly not rocking up to many koi outlets or farms purchasing sort of Goshki of this sort of caliber. Again, perhaps if it were a little bit more advanced, it might be a bit more obvious to the eye. But again, it's just having that knowledge of knowing how these type of Goshki perform and move forward. So we're currently sat at 230. 230 with Tony Quick, so we're nudging up a little bit. So we're looking for 240 to keep this one alive. Again, we're looking at the qualities of this fish in terms of not every fish has to be a complete monster. The Goshki variety certainly not famed for sort of being ridiculous sizes. But yeah, like I say, all the same, there's a high degree of qualities in these types of fish. This farm in particular, yeah, boshes out Goshki for fun. So yeah, we're currently sat at 230. We're looking for 240. I'm going to play the video one last time. So any advances, please let me know. I'm going to look to call this at the end of this video. Yeah, if it goes for this sort of price, that is an absolute worldie for that sort of money. So yeah, coming towards the end of the video, so we're looking for 240 to keep this one alive. Back in with 240, Carp Lester. Back to you, Tony. We're looking for 240. Sorry, 250. Apologies. Sorry, just reading a few messages there, guys. As you all know, I'm not great at multitasking. So, yeah, currently at 240. So, we're looking for 250 to keep this one alive. Tony, trying to end this one, 260. So, we're looking for 270. Back to you, Carp Leicester. One last time, as there's been a few bids come in. Yeah, as you zoom in there, you get a bit more of context of the skin where it's not so exposed on the video. There we go. That's more like it. Back with 270. Okay. Another delay on YouTube. Fair enough. That is a bit unfortunate. So we are looking for 280. Just looking to see both the bids are coming in from YouTube. So that might explain the slight lagging on this one. So again, always apologies on that, but there's not a huge amount we can do about that. Hopefully it buffers and catches up quite quickly. As Ricky was saying there, yeah, super cheap price for this sort of quality. So I think even if it sells for well under, if anything under 500 quid, to be honest with you, in my opinion, seeing what's available on the market at the moment, that's an absolute snip. So Tony Quick. Oh, no worries, buddy. So there we go. Looks like it's yours, buddy. We'll do the formalities. So if anyone wants to advance this, we're looking for 280. If not, we're going to look to wrap this one up, guys. So Carp Leicester, £270. Going once. Going twice. Sold to Carp Leicester for 270 quid. That, my friends, is an absolute bargain. Well done. If you follow the details on the screen, I know you were in contact last week, buddy, but just the formalities. Yeah, email me at chris@koi-wholesale.co.uk with your name, telephone number, preferred koi dealer you want to put the transaction through, and the koi reference number. So we've had a few steals tonight. The house is not winning. Let's see what we've got up next. Akawa Sankey, 36 cm. If Akawa wasn't good at Shiros, sorry, if Akawa was really good at Shiros, then Sankey is what the farm particularly also excels in. The Sankey lineage that they produce and the numbers that they produce is quite impressive, I must admit. In terms of big breeder name, quality, standard, style, they've got the lot, to be honest with you. So yeah, I see a lot of potential moving forward with the Sumi style, but also you've got to keep in mind this pattern style for the size of the fish. So at the moment, it's quite a condensed pattern, quite compacted. But again, keeping that vision in mind as that fish picks up in size, the body mass starts to increase. All this sort of white space starts to separate the current heavy sort of load of pattern, and that's when that having that vision of a fish like this really comes into play. So yeah, high quality Sankey from Akawa. We're looking for 200 quid to get this one off the ground. Let's get the video playing if I can find it. There we go. So you see that sort of pigment depth, that high quality Benny style. Nice step pattern as well. So what I'm envisaging with this fish, okay, it hasn't got the perfect tail stop. We've got essentially a 5-step style Sankey pattern on this fish with good quality sumi. That's one thing that is quite indicative with the Akawa Sankey lineage. Yeah. Also, the Tajima in one fin, it is coming in the other fin as well. It's just out of sight at the moment. So, someone seeing some value in that, Aldi do that. £200. So, we're looking for bid increments of £10 if anyone is involved with this fish. So, again, I think having that vision moving forward is the key with this fish. In terms of looking at it now, again, quite compact style pattern, but you're not buying this type of fish or this style of fish for the size that it is now. It's what it's going to achieve moving forward. Nice sachet in the front there, not too deep. Keyword is well formed. Again, good quality of all three pigments as well. Something really basic that we probably are people overlook a lot of the time. The standard of each style of pigment. Shiroji, good. Benny, good. Sumi, very good. So yeah, as a standardized pigment quality, pattern, it's got everything in that sense. So yeah, again, surprised not too many more people involved in this. I think moving forward, as that body gets a bit bigger, that mass improves, and the body starts to lengthen, you're really going to see the benefit of this style of pattern. But again, these are live events. So I'm just getting a few messages coming through. Let me just put my phone on silent. And yeah, we're not to know what floats everyone's boat. So yeah, we're currently sat at £200 with this fish. Let's get the video playing one last time. Any advances on 200 quid? Again, having sort of the foresight of seeing a Kawasaki develop and grow. Perhaps I'm a tad biased as I'm fully aware of what they can achieve. But obviously the selection process with these events, that's all part of it. Sort of if people can take advantage of the knowledge and experience that we've had over the years, this is what a lot of these fish represent. So looks like Aldi do that. He's out on his own there, so I'll do the formalities unless anyone wants to join proceedings. We're looking for 210 to keep this one going. Anyone with 210 for me? So just do the formalities. Aldi do that at £200. Any advance on £200? Going once. Going twice. Sold for £200 to Aldi do that. Yeah, tidy little fish that, and I think type of fish that I would certainly want to be seeing in a few years' time, because I think a few people might be, yeah, scratching their head at that one when they see it at sort of 5 or 6 years of age. So yeah, super fish and fair play to yeah, getting involved in that one. So if you can follow the details on the screen at the bottom, contact Chris at koi-wholesale.co.uk with your name, phone number, and your preferred koi dealer and the koi reference number. So onwards with the next one. Kikisui from Akawa, from Koda, sorry. Again, this breeder, he's sort of known for doing lots of varieties, of which a lot of Deutsch metallic examples, Harawaki, Deutsch Harawaki, Kikisui among them. So yeah, what do we have for this fish? Yeah, nice shine on the fish. That's pretty much one of the first things, or certainly top priorities with a metallic fish. It has to have a high luster to the skin. Cannot have a metallic fish without having that high degree of luster. Body line, quite tidy in terms of, you know, there's no deviation on the silhouette of the fish. Nice structure to it, nice defined pattern with this fish. All in all, yeah, tidy example. Nice, you see the Sudoku along the dorsal line there as well. Just nice little intricacy that we see there. Just an added feature, a nice little bit of interest when it comes to a Deutz fish, just having that nice aligned scale dorsal line there. So yeah, let's see if we could get the video playing. There we go. So tad overexposed there, so probably not the best representation of the fish. Hopefully you can get the idea. So we're looking for £200 if anyone wants to get started with this one. Super white skin. Just coming around there, you see it in probably a picture is probably a bit more reflective of it. Sometimes videos work against us, just given the lighting issues. So we're looking for £200 to get this one off the floor. Any advance on £200? If not, I think we're up to date with YouTube. So yeah, possibly not too much love for this one, which is surprising. But again, we're not to know what floats everyone's boats, and we try and offer quite a lot of diversity in these auctions. So one thing that does help, if people want to put in the comment section sort of fish that they'd want to be seeing. I know a few people mentioned Akamatsuba. So yeah, any other varieties, it just helps guide us with our selection. So I think we're probably going to have to admit defeat with this one. And this is going to be an unsold lot, first one we've ever had. So yeah, we will move on from this one. If anyone's interested after, then yeah, please let us know. So Novogoshki, yeah, from Coda again. Yeah, again, you can see that real luminous style Benny plate that's sat nicely on top of the fish. Again, if you can envisage the depth of color with this one here, if you can add the vision of having that darker background on this style fish, much bigger belly plates on this one, bit of character in that face with that sort of first Dan sitting over the eye. 41 cm Nisai. Yeah, again, if you've got the foresight to vision this fish with a much darker base, then yeah, you're really going to see the benefits to that Benny structure. So again, we're looking for, I see Ben is in with £200. We're looking for 210 bid increments of £10 on this one, guys. So we're currently sat at 200. Can we have some shabumpkins next week, please? Yeah, I'll see what I can do. See if I can find the video, guys. There we go. Wow, look at the skin on that. Always problematic pigment with Goshki is the Benny style, should I say, as well. So we're looking for nice, thick, uninterrupted Benny, and these big plates of Benny that aren't interrupted and show that real degree of consistency. Just exactly what we're looking for. Again, if you can envisage this fish as the body starts to increase, you're just going to see a little bit more of that lateral pattern and the shape of those two Dans on the left-hand side sort of come to play. So yeah, again, a fish that I had a few messages about. I must admit, I thought this is going to be a tad more popular. Again, this is the way it goes. So let's get that video playing one more time. super skin. I think that really demonstrates that Benny quality on that fish. Again, having that ability to envisage the fish moving forward as that pigment darkens, that is just going to heighten the contrast with that Benny style. Really nicely formed pattern as well. So yeah, all in all, there's not a lot to not like about that fish. Neil, how we doing, buddy? Coming to the table. Neil got a lot of experience with Koda fish, Koda Goshki in particular as well, and they've had some very nice examples over the years. And you know the sort of prices that they can fetch. So yeah, no surprise you're getting involved with this one, buddy. So yeah, we're looking at 210 at the moment. So Ben, I'm not sure if you're still with us, buddy. If you've got any advances on 210, then yeah, please let me know. Just get that video playing one last time. Again, if we've got any lags on YouTube, it'd be helpful to let me know. Well, Ben's on bidding from YouTube, so yeah, we must be up to date. So we're at 220, looking for 230 on this one. Absolute steal at that sort of price. Yeah, it's really hard to find sort of the consistency as that Benny moving across the whole of the fish. And there's no real deviation in terms of pigment quality on that one, on this example. So yeah, all in all, pretty much guarantee that that head's going to darken as well. So it's going to create a lot of contrast and character on that face. So Sunnybank back in at 230. So Ben, it's back to you, buddy. If we're up to date, looking for 240 for this one. So I've just got a few messages covered in on the side. Bear with me 2 moments. Ben back in with 240. Yeah, comment there from Joe. How are we doing, Joe? Benny. Yeah, that's pretty much the case on this one. Nice body line now as well. That's not to be ignored. Again, a lot of the fish that I select, you know, they're not pattern fish by any account. You'll notice that a lot of them are very well structured fish as well. Obviously, the different varieties will differ the body style. That's just integral to varieties. It's just the way it is. But yeah, nice body line to this fish. Not a lot of deviation in the silhouette. And yeah, I think with a bit of size, yeah, it's just going to display this fish even better. So we're currently at 250 with Sunnybank. Any advances on 250? Please let me know. We're looking for 260. I'll look to wrap this one up at the end of this video. Yeah, real soft spot for this fish. And a bit of a snip as well at 250 at the moment. So yeah, any advances on 250, we're looking for £260, guys. We'll look to wrap this one up at the end here. So any advances, please let me know. Phil, how are we doing, Phil? Back in the game at 260. Seeing a bit of value in this fish. So we're looking for 270 to keep this one alive. Any advances on 260 as Phil has just entered proceedings. I'm going to play the video one last time. Back at 270 with Sunnybank. Any advances on 270? Phil back in with 280. I must admit, I thought this fish was going to race up and exceed this sort of price point quite early. So even at this sort of price point, it's still a bit of a cracker for this price point. So we're looking for 290 to keep this one alive. Regrettably, I see there's a bid coming from Ben there at 270, so we're obviously lagging slightly on YouTube. Hopefully, this will rectify itself. As always, I'm going to have to call what I see on the screen. So we're currently at 280 with Phil. Just going to play the video again. Just hopefully give everyone the fairest chance. There we go. Ben's back in the game. £300. So we're looking for 310 to keep this one alive. I'm going to look to wrap this one up, guys, at the end of this video. So any advances on 300, please let me know. Phil, I'm out. No problem, buddy. Thank you for letting us know. Sunny banking with 290. So now Facebook is lagging slightly. Just getting a few messages coming in on the side. Yeah, I would say so, buddy. Yeah, that's a cracking price. Sunny banking at 310. I think the thing that you've always got to keep in mind with particularly Nisai, you've certainly not got a chance of rocking up to any farm in Japan and just saying, "Hello, sir, can I pick one of your best Nisai, please?" Even if you could, you're still going to have to ship it back to the UK. So taking advantage of the way we buy and structure fish in the business is a great example and a great display of sort of getting good quality fish. Pretty much all the fish that we select are individual pieces that we see quality and value, and ultimately fish that can progress and move forward. So yeah, just a bit of insight into the buying structure of the business. So without waffling on too much, we're at 310 at the moment. We're looking for 320 to keep this one alive. Any advances on 310? Got to play the video one last time. Ben back in with 320. Play the video one last time, guys, and we'll look to wrap this one up. So any advances on 320? We're looking for 330 or something a little bit more, just to draw a line under this one. So we're looking for 330 to keep this one alive. Got a few seconds left of the video. So 320, currently sat at 320. We're looking for 330 to keep this one alive. If not, we're going to look to call this one. So I will do formalities. Not sure if Neil is still with us or if there was a slight delay, but we'll have to move forward with proceedings. So we're currently sat at £320 with Ben at £320. So going once at £320, going twice, sold for £320 to Ben. That's yeah, great piece that is, mate. Great piece. Really enjoyed watching this fish develop. Oh, Neil, no problem, mate. Thanks for letting us know. So yeah, super fish, super price. Yeah, I think everyone's pretty happy all around there. So Ben, I can see you're over on YouTube. If you could just make sure you follow the details on the bottom of the screen and email chris@koi-wholesale.co.uk with your name, phone number, preferred koi dealer, and koi reference number. So on to the next one, guys. Where are we? Another Sankey. Another Sankey from Okawa. Again, probably a bit more of an obvious selection, this one. A bit more definitive features, a little bit bigger, a little bit more shiroji on the fish, and a bit more of that sort of delicate sumi style that people naturally affiliate with Sankey. Again, big Sankey lineage behind this one at Okawa. Again, one of the varieties that the farm really is famed for, and produces some serious numbers of quality. So we're looking for 200 quid to get this one off the ground. Let me just get the video playing on this one. There we go. Probably video doing a little bit more justice to that skin quality. The Shiroji on that fish as well. Strange sort of belly pattern on the front of the head, bit sporadic, but again, just sat behind the fish. That sumi forming is going to have a big transition and transformation with this fish in terms of the overall impression. Really nice skin, super pigment from this sort of lineage. Nice potential moving forward in terms of body structure. By no means a small fish either, sort of 43 cm, and that's without really pushing ridiculous amounts either. So yeah, I dare say if we would have stuck it in the grow-on ponds for longer, you'd probably be looking at a this size, sort of easily sort of touching 50 cm. So again, in the right environment, it's got the physical attributes to ascertain a decent size. So we're looking for 200 quid to get this one off the ground. Lots of nice comments about this fish, but perhaps no one sort of feeling the need to purchase this Sankey at the moment. So I think we have a slight delay on YouTube, which again, as I mentioned, is a bit unfortunate. So we will just hang fire a few moments if that's okay with everyone. I've got the wrong lot up there. Let's get that video rolling again. Again, probably not the most obvious style Sankey in the world. If we're thinking of a bit more of a textbook sort of attributes, see the Tajima and the fins forming there. I really like to see that just forming, floating in the middle of the fin. It's a great indicator of sumi style within the fish. So moving forward, there's no hesitation for me thinking, will that not come? That sumi style is 100% going to fall in the right places. So yeah, super fish in my opinion for that sort of price point. Abby, how we doing, Abby? Big fan of Hoshikin fish, Abby. She's had couple of really nice Kahaku over the last few weeks from the auction, so looking to add another Go Sankey to the collection. So currently sat £200, Abby. Looks like you're on your own with this one, so I think you will be snapping up another bargain, which yeah, very happy for you. I'll play the video one last time. Not too much more I can say about this one that I haven't already done, but again, I expect the transition from the head to the body to improve with time as well, just as that skin starts to thicken and whiten up on the head. And again, as I always sort of describe, that body style increasing and just displaying that sort of pattern intricacy along the lateral line becoming a little bit more apparent. So Abby, looks like you're out on your own on this one, but I will do the formalities. So yeah, we're currently sat at £200. We're looking for 210 if anyone wants to keep this one alive. We've had a lot of nice comments about this fish. Does anyone want to move this one forward? So we're currently sat at £200. We are looking for 210. So I think we're going to look to call this one again. They could throw up some surprises these events, but yeah, you guys are the beneficiaries of all of this. So yeah, super fish for that sort of price point. So we are going to go with Abbey Bain at £200. Any advances on 200, please let me know. If not, I'm going to look to call this one. So currently at £200 of Abbey Bain, going once, going twice, Sold to Abby Bain. Super fish, absolute bargain. I know we've got your details, Abby, but if you could just do the formalities for us for our records and email Chris at koi-wholesale.co.uk with your name, contact number, preferred dealer of choice, and also the koi reference number. Super fish, super price. On to the next one. Another fish I've had quite a few messages about, and a fish that caused a bit of the discussion at the farm today in terms of what to expect with this fish, what's going to happen with it, what is it, etc. So this is, I had a few people sort of saying, oh, it's, what is it, etc. This is not a fluke. This is something that the farm coda has been producing in, I wouldn't say huge numbers, but in relative numbers, you can still see sort of tosi. We've got probably 6, 8 examples at the farm that are a little bit more progressed than this, and they show the real Showa style sumi. This one is just still forming at this point, but the reason behind this one, it was selected because I think it's worth the risk, and it is a bit of a gamble, this fish, but I think if you're into the weird and wonderful and you can justify this sort of price point, then it could be a fish moving forward that's got a lot of excitement in front of it. Again, probably to the untrained eye, it looks a bit cluttered at the moment, but we're waiting for that sumi consolidation to actually form sumi pattern, and judging by the examples that we've had at the farm over the last sort of 9 months, it is starting to form. You see the reticulation, not the reticulation, that sumi style building on the shiroji, just thickening, and a really nice skin quality as well to this fish, coupled with a good benny quality. So yeah, all in all, I thought this one was a bit of a gamble, but I thought well worth the risk, given the fact that you really do not see many examples of fish like this. So Sunnybank straight in with 200 quid. See if we could get the video playing. There we go. About as quirky as they come, to be honest with you. And again, moving forward, we're looking for this sumi consolidation. You see it sort of forming just over the shoulders of the fish. So what's going to happen, and what has happened with previous examples, is this sumi style just starts to block up, starts to form this sort of Showa style blocky pattern. So yeah, it's certainly a unique fish. Colin, how we doing, mate? In with 220 quid. Certainly liking the uniqueness of this fish. First one I've seen. Yeah, I mean, they're not the type of variety that you're going to find left, right, and centre. That's for sure. Certainly a variety that will probably divide opinion and is a tad marmite, but that is how it goes in the koi industry. What someone likes perhaps isn't what someone else likes. It's very subjective like that. So currently we're Colin at 220 quid. Neil, if you're still with us, let us know, mate, if you want to advance this one. Phil Dyke, how are we doing, Phil? Liking the look of this one, sensing a bit of an opportunity to develop something a little bit unique. I can't speak on behalf of the rest of the dealers, but I don't think there will be too many of these in the country. Like I say, at the whole farm, we've probably got half a dozen at the very most of sort of nice examples of these. And this one was, in my opinion, the one that sort of displayed the most sort of excitement and potential moving forward, just with what I've seen forming previously with the other Showa styles. Yeah, I think it could be a little bit of a ninja. So you see the the sumi forming across the fish, and then that nice skin style as well. So yeah, it's yeah, fish that I really like. Why I like koi so much, because there's something different for everyone. Colin, back in with 240. Terry, I see you've got a bid in there of 240 as well, buddy. We're looking for 250 to keep this one alive. Yeah, probably about as different as they come, really. I see a couple of people message me about where they can sort of see Tosai examples. I don't actually have any Tosai examples at the farm, but we do have a very big Coda shipment coming in shortly. So I dare say there'll be a few on there. Terry Harbour in with 250. So we're looking for 260 to keep this one alive. Any advances on 250? Looking for 260. I'll play the video again. So we're currently at 250. We're looking for 260 to keep this one alive. Fair enough, Colin. Appreciate that, mate. I like the honesty. So, Terry, looks like you're on your own with this one, buddy. If Colin is out, if we've got anyone that's still in, we're looking for 260. If not, I'll be looking to wrap this one up, guys. Phil Dyke back in with 260. So Terry's got some experience with this variety as well. We've got a Nagashima one of these that's near 70 cm at 4 years old. Wow, I'd like to see a video or a picture of that sometime, Terry, when you get a sec. It sounds pretty intriguing. So yeah, I'm guessing if you're going for this one, then you must be a fan of them. So yeah, Neil Baum, how we doing, Neil? Entering things. We're looking for 280 to keep this one alive, guys. Thought this one might be a bit of a Marmite fish, but a few people liking this one. So yeah, it's nice to see that sort of a bit of variety is being appreciated. So we're looking for 280 to keep this one alive. Just been informed we've got a slight lag on YouTube, which is regrettable. Both these bids are coming in from YouTube, so we're looking for 290. Neil, if you're involved, buddy, please let us know. We're looking for 290 to keep this one alive. Neil back in with 290. Fair play, mate. Back to you, Terry. Looking for 300. I think you got to, in the koi game, come to that sort of reality that not every fish can be 100% pathed out. It can't have that clear pathway, but certainly these are the types of fish that if they turn out with the hope that we've got in mind, they're the type of fish that are a bit unique, a bit naughty in that sense. So yeah, these guys still liking the look of this fish. So we're at 300 currently. Neil, back to you, buddy. If you're still involved, let us know, or if you're not, again, please let us know. Currently sat at 300, so we're looking for 310. Again, you can see with the examples, Neil back in with 310 there. You can see with the examples at the farm, maybe we'll bring one out later on Facebook just to show us a style of what happens with the sumi sort of blocking up together. Yeah, they're a very intriguing variety, and again, quite unique to this farm. Albeit that Terry has got one from Nagashima. So we're currently at 310. We're looking for 320 to keep this one moving forward. Any advance on 310? We're looking for 320. Terry, if you're still involved, buddy, or something a little bit higher to secure this one. So we're currently with Neil Balm at 310. We'll play this video one last time. Look to wrap this one up, guys. So, Terry, I'm out. No problem, Terry. Thank you for letting us know. And I would genuinely love to see a picture or a video of that larger example you've got. So if you sort of follow us on Facebook or anything like that, it'd be great to see that. And maybe we can feature it or moving forward on something. So yeah, looks like Neil, this is yours. At £310, super unique fish. Again, not one that you're going to see too many examples of. So I'll just do the formalities. So we're currently sat at 310 with Neil Balm, going once, going twice, sold to Neil Balm. So again, Neil, I know you've been in touch with us before, but if you could just follow the instructions along the bottom of the screen. Email chris@koi-wholesale.co.uk with your name, number, preferred dealer of choice, and the koi reference number. That would be much appreciated. So we are moving on to the third from Terry. Thank you. I look forward to seeing that. We're moving on to the third and final lot. Yeah, I like this fish. Always had a soft spot for it. I like the meandering style ippon sort of pattern, this constant pattern that runs throughout the fish. Female, good quality ginrin, nice pigment contrast. I like the intricacy and the meandering of that pattern across the fish. Yeah, for me, it's a really nice example of ginrin kahaku. And to boot, just a nice addition that it's a female fish. Certainly, the ginrin attribute has not slowed it down in terms of keeping up with size. It's certainly there, if not up there, in terms of growth within the pond that it's been in. So yeah, super example. Yeah, a fish that I really like, and I can see this one being popular. So we are looking for. I'll just clarify with Terry on that one. You sort of raced away at 300 there. Just let us know if that's a slip of the keyboard, Terry. We'll let you off if it is. If you could just confirm, are you looking to sort of blow everyone away with 300, or should that have been 200? So if we just give Terry a moment just to double check that. Let me play the video. Evo, how we doing, buddy? Evo releasing a great video, Koi Wholesale, at the weekend. I had a lot of messages about it with some really nice feedback. I think a lot of people enjoying the insight into the farm and what can be achieved. That's right. No problem, Terry. That's fine, mate. I mean, I certainly by no means think that that's not a worthwhile bid in the slightest. So, yeah, let's get the video playing. Again, that lighting is probably not too indicative to sort of help out Ginrin. There's a lot of exposure back on that, so the picture is probably a little bit of a better example, but you can see that sort of intricacy of the pattern moving almost like like a river. Class this as what we call like ippon, which is basically one singular dan a pattern that moves through the fish. Obviously, with that, having that singular style pattern, having this sort of edging, meandering sort of style to the pattern, it just adds quite a lot of character to the fish. Ginrin style is very nice. Again, high gloss, particularly, you know, even below the lateral line, which is always a nice characteristic. But looks like Terry has sort of really blown this one away at 300. So we're looking for 310. If anyone wants to advance on £300. Phil, don't worry about it, mate. Chelsea are not going to win this one, mate. So yeah. So yeah, we're currently at 300 with Terry. We're looking for an advance of 310. If anyone is interested, please register your bid now. I think even at 300 quid, that is an absolute steal. With the right amount of refinement, as long as the body style is then yeah, I think it's got a lot of properties and characteristics to keep this one going and improve in quality. Sunnybank, how we doing, Neil? In with 320. Any advance on 320? I'm guessing that's back to you, Terry. Looking for 330 on this one. Again, I don't think the video is quite as reflective of the quality, but we'll play it again just for people that are wanting to watch the video. Again, as you zoom in there, you see that Ginrin, that real polished style Ginrin, filling the scales. Female as well, always a nice attribute. Terry, feeling this one, 350. So we're looking for 360 to keep this one alive. Neil, if you're still involved, buddy, please let us know. Again, sort of a variety that sort of gathered quite a lot of momentum in the past sort of couple of years, certainly that we've found on the trade side. Sort of Ginrin, Showa, always been the most popular of all the Ginrin Go Sankey varieties. That's for sure. But in terms of Ginrin Kahaku, they've always had sort of mixed feedback. But I think some of the bigger breeders, particularly like Momotaro, really dominating Ginrin Kahaku and put a bit of a different light on it and becoming a variety that people really want to source. So yeah, we're currently with Terry at 350. Neil, if you're still involved or out, then please let us know. Play the video one last time. Nice bit of character on the face as well. I know I say it all the time. It's by no means a technical attribute. It's just a nice characteristic to see in the pond, having that quirky sort of face pattern to it. So looks like Terry, this one's going to be yours, buddy. So I'll do the formalities. Currently at £350 with Terry Harbert, going once, going twice. Sold to Terry Harbert for 350 quid. Super fish. Really like that fish. Yeah, I think that's a good buy, good eye, that one, Terry. Sure you're going to enjoy that one, buddy. So we are on to the last lot. I see bid has come in after I've sort of called time on that, Raz. I do apologise again with the lagging issue that we've got. I have to call with what I see on the screen, so apologies for that. Yeah, but yeah, apologies for that. Appreciate your understanding there, Raz. Much appreciated, mate. So on to penultimate fish. One of my favourite fish of the night. Hiroi Goshki. Hiroi, yeah, probably one of the names that people instantly associate with Goshki production in Niigata. And yeah, what's not to like about this one? I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 step Goshki from Hiroi. Again, if you've got any experience with this farm, you could pretty much put your house on that sumi structure, getting a lot darker, and then obviously a nice tidy body style to it as well. So I'm going to play the video on this one because I think the video will give you a pretty good reflection on this one from memory. So we're looking for 200 quid to get started on this, yeah, high quality Goshki. There we go. Wow. That's what I really love about, tad exposed there, about raising sort of young Goshki. See that skin quality, that reticulation there. See again, quite typical to see the darker skin forming on the nose of the fish. That just tends to be a trait with a lot of Goshki. Yeah, so what I anticipate with this fish is for that to pass through the rest of the fish, and then obviously at that point you get that high degree of contrast that makes that sort of real luminous style Benny that we like to see with Goshki. So we've got a couple of people interested in this one. Again, I had quite a few messages about this, so I'm surprised we're sat at this price. But again, hand selected at Hiroi for fish this sort of size. Never, well, certainly maybe Roki might get a chance, but certainly your average dealer or wholesaler has not got a chance of selecting sort of smaller koi from this farm. It just doesn't happen. So yeah, 260 with Ben. So Tony, any advances on 260? Let me just get the video playing again. Really nice skin on this fish as well. I love it. Tony back in, really wanting this fish. 300 quid. Reticulation along the side as well. That enhancement of that darker skin as well. See it forming in the fin slightly. Again, nice indication that that sumi style is within the fish, and that's going to darken moving forward. So we're currently with Tony, 300 quid. Any advances on 300? Terry, how are we doing, Terry? Feeling the love for this one. Saved a bit of money on the Ginrin Kahaku. So let's get that video playing again. We're currently sat at 400 quid. Yeah, let's be honest with you, it's not every day you're going to see a sort of 5-step Goshki coming onto the market. Nice size point as well. Still got that ability to develop and grow the fish yourself, and not so big that it's sort of commanding telephone numbers. So yeah, quite uniquely positioned in the market price wise. So Terry, I think you might have blown people out the water with that one. We're currently at £400, so we're looking for 410 to keep this one alive. For me, the best breeder, Goshki, but after a Ginrin. Yeah, so yeah, super breeder. Hiroi does do an awful lot of high quality Ginrin Goshki as well. Fair enough, Tony. Yeah, I think Terry really wanted this one, buddy. So yeah, apologies for that. Got a bit Goshki mad this week, so we'll try and mix it up a little bit next week. So yeah, we'll do the formalities. I'll just let this video play out. Yeah, epic little fish. Yeah, what's not to like? So I think Terry's done this one justice, to be fair. I was expecting it to command sort of in and around this sort of price point. So yeah, currently sat at £400 with Terry. I will do the formalities as always. So currently sat at £400 with Terry. Go in once, £400. Go in twice. Sold for £400 to Terry. Well done, buddy. Another nice piece to add to the collection. Again, as always, if you can follow the instructions on the bottom of the screen. So, last lot coming up. Old Ben, I see that. I'm out, no problem. I'm guessing we've got a bit of a lag there, but thank you for letting us know all the same, Ben. Last fish of the night. It's probably more of an obvious fish in terms of selection wise. Aoki, Kuro style goshki. So Kuro sort of essentially referring to the real dark style of skin that you find with this. So this sort of essentially is yeah, a real thick, intense form of sumi, which when you get this sort of electric, luminous style Benny on it, it just creates a contrast like no other. And Aoki or Aokia Nishikigoi is one of the best in the business at developing this style of goshki. So, real standout variety in terms of a focal point in the pond. They're the type of goshki that everyone always wants. Quite a finished example, and yeah, it's a nice example of this one. So Rob Wright currently in. Cheers, Alan. I'm sure that's a bit tongue in cheek from Alan. Don't worry, Terry. So yeah, this fish. Sorry, back to proceedings. 260 with Ben. So we're looking for 270 to keep this one alive. Let me just get the video up and rolling. See that skin quality on this fish. Again, you can see that sort of sumi amassing and thickening along that dorsal line. This is going to be an indication of what's going to happen along the lateral side of the fish. Again, just causing that, creating that contrast with the Benny style on this fish. Again, type of fish, a lot of people are looking for these finished Kuro, darker style goshki, and Aoki being one of the main mans producing this style of goshki. You've probably seen multiple examples if you're a member of Koi Talk. So got a few people interested in this one. We're currently sat at 300. So we are looking for 310 to move this one forward. Mark, how we doing, Mark? Sat at 330. So we're looking for 340 to keep this one alive, please, guys. Any advance on 330? Can't hear the kids screaming, so that must mean they're in bed. That's fantastic. So that will probably last all of 10 minutes. So let me play the video again. Looks like we have got a bit of a lag for the final time. £330. Rob, how are we doing, Rob? 350. So we're looking for 360 to wrap this one up, guys, or move it forward, should I say. Any advances on 350? I will look to wrap this one up towards the end. So we're currently with Rob Wright at 350. I see we've had a few people. We've got Mark, Ben, and Marcus. Any advances on 350? Betting with 380. Any advances on 380, guys? Looking for 390 to keep it alive, or a bit of a higher bid to try and blow anyone out the water. Rob really keen on this one, 400. Marcus also matching that at 400. So looking for 410 or higher to keep this one going. Just been notified we have got a lag on YouTube. So let's just get the video playing one last time. Again, one variety, Goshki, but lots of different styles. I think that's one of the reasons why they're sort of so popular. And a good example in the UK of a fish that can sort of move in the right direction, that you could pretty much put your money on all of them darkening, which tends to only enhance the image of the fish. Certainly improves the contrast. And you just got to make sure that bedding style is strong enough to stand on its own, and create that higher degree of contrast again, which is what everyone likes to see in the Goshki world, and all the images that you see of the high-end fish in the magazines and on the show scene. So yeah, we're currently with Rob Wright at 440. Marcus not wanting to give this one up, 450. So back to you, Rob, or anyone else that may be interested in this one. Rob, 460. Marcus, back to you, buddy. Looking for 470 or a little bit higher. Let's get this video playing one last time, guys, and I'll look to wrap this one up. Marcus really wanting this one, 470. Rob trying to secure this one with 490. So Marcus, we're looking for 500 to keep this one alive. If you're still with us, let us know. If not, by all means, again, let us know if you're out, buddy. Two people, yeah, hell bent on getting this one. I thought it might be popular. So we're currently at 490 with Rob. Marcus, I'm out. No problem, Marcus. Thank you for letting us know. Really appreciate that one. I'm sure there'll be plenty more Goshki coming up in the future. So Rob, fair play, buddy. Looks like you've won this duel. So yeah, just do the formalities. It's currently with Rob Wright at 490. Going once, 490. Going twice. Sold for 490 quid. Well done, Rob. And thanks, Marcus, for your involvement there. So that's it, guys. Can't believe that's been another week already. Let me just get rid of this. We are looking to, do something pretty wild in the coming weeks. I'll let everyone know. We've got a meeting about it tomorrow, so I'll be able to give everyone a bit more information as to what's going to be happening moving forward, just to try and mix it up and keep everyone's involvement in these events. So as always, thank you very much for everyone to watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'm going to try and have a shave by the next time we have an event, because I'm looking a little bit like a Yeti at the moment. So yeah, I'm going to go and say goodnight to the kids, and stay safe, everyone, and up the Arsenal. Cheers.